Today I had an epiphany and I wanted to share it all with you because me, myself, like many of you, have gotten fooled. You see this? Last week I put up a video about Shaq talking about coming home to his empty home and all of the remorse he felt, etc. Right? And then I came across something else. I'm going to play both videos for you and I'm going to give some commentary at the end.
Sometimes you have to fail very hard. I failed a lot. My worst failure is coming in my 70,000 square foot house. No kids, no wife, no nothing. I kept most of the rooms dark. On my really sad days, I go look at the babies' rooms. And then I go in the gym and shoot 1 or 2 baskets and play another basketball play anymore. I go in the garage and look at all the cars that I'm not driving.
Wow.
Then I go back to the kitchen and watch my movies. And you sit back and look. Realize you shouldn't have done this, you shouldn't have done that. And I'm programmed, being raised by an Army drill sergeant, never to make the same mistake twice. So
That's good.
I always try to learn from my mistake.
Now, what were some of the things that you heard in that video? You heard he got a garage full of cars that are not being driven, a big old home that's not filled, babies' rooms that are empty, all of this remorse, and the desire to never have this happen again, right? And did you see how the women on the panel were looking? They were like, what's so, and even when I saw, I'm in a different stage of my life right now, and many of us gloated, right? Winter's coming, right? But it's even worse than that because they're the ones getting the last, well, they're not getting the last laugh, but they're having a laugh after our laugh, but the last laugh is ours.
So the thumb goes up, just like that. What's up, Shaq?
The first video he did after his ex-wife had become happily remarried. The second video was just a few moments later. Why? It's game, it's game, it's game, it's game, it's game, it's game. And I don't know why this didn't dawn on me before. Many men know exactly how to manipulate women. This is how Ted Bundy was able to get women into his car. He would have a fake bandage on his arm, a sling, and the women would follow him to their own demise. So these men come out on these podcasts talking about how they've been redeemed, they've changed their ways, and what happens? Many of you get into a flutter. But when all is said and done, they're trying to get some coochie either from one of the hosts or from somebody out there watching. Men don't care about dying alone. Stay tuned for part 2.
My worst failure is coming in my 70,000 square foot house. No kids, no wife, no.
So the thumb goes up, just like that. What's up, Shaq?
If you haven't seen part 1, go and watch that because I played the full part of both of those videos and we got into a conversation about how men don't care about dying alone. I don't know why this hasn't dawned on us before. Remember this.
When people show you who they are, believe them.
Yes, absolutely. A person says to you, I'm selfish, or I'm mean, or I am easy, or I'm believe them. They know themselves much better than you do.
And remember this.
People don't even know that I am naturally not a good person. I am naturally not a good person, and I am naturally not a nice person.
You don't think if Shaq wanted to that he could find someone to fill his home with love and laughter? But he doesn't want that. What does he want? Listen. They said when people show you who they are, believe them. What is it that men have shown us? They have shown us that they do not prioritize relationships. They don't care about relationships. They don't really even give 2 damns about your own personality. Because you're the marrier maid anyway. They're looking for that hot and spicy, that preference, that exotical. You saw him when he was talking to the young ladies, giving his sob story. But moments later, when he was in Vegas, he was out there chasing preference tails. So much so, he was so caught up, he couldn't even see his fans trying to talk to him. That is what he wants. That's why his house is empty. And they know that women are the natural protectors. They know that that women are the natural comforters and nurturers. So they're going to tell you the sob story to get you all in a flutter. I was surprised when I put that video up yesterday about Tyrese and people were like, oh, he's telling you the truth. But are you not looking at his actions? Are you not seeing how he is behaving and how he is not truly accepting accountability, just giving some fluffy words? But yet, here we go, falling for it. I think because we're women and we care so much about relationships that we think that men do too. But no, what are their actions showing us? They're showing that they don't give a not until they're on their last dying leg. They are living their lives how they want to, living la vida loca out here in the street, hot boy summers and hot boy whole lives. Going from bedroom to bedroom, woman to woman, or trying to, that's the ideal. Stay tuned for part 3. This is part 3. We were talking about how men have found new ways to lie online, how they don't truly care about dying alone, not until they're on their last leg, but by then it's far too late. They have their come to Jesus moment, I guess, as they're about to nonetheless, far too many men who can be naturally manipulative are using these platforms to spread false messages to women who have false ideals, who are not looking at the behavior as a collective and what it is that they are constantly and consistently showing us about what and who they prioritize and when. You have to understand that we live in a patriarchy, and these patriarchal misogynistic ideals are embedded into the fiber of many of our beings, even women. And a lot of us have internalized misogyny, and it's just a part of the culture. So I will say this: love yourself enough to save yourself. Stop waiting for this come to Jesus moment, this aha moment that they're going to have while they're young and still viable. I mean, there's some who will get it, but the vast majority won't. And there are a lot of men who are going out on these first dates and they're telling you game what they know you want to hear. Oh, I'm out here looking for marriage. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm that. Like all of these men who are talking about, oh, you should have chosen better. But these men come out lying. Yeah, you should have chosen better, but you have to know what it is to look for. You have to know what it is to look out for. And I'm telling you, you were blessed with a God-given gift of intuition. Listen to it every single time. They'll try to tell you that, oh, you're crazy, you're this. I mean, if you are, look, go get yourself evaluated, get cleared by a therapist. If you are in your right mind, and you see behavior that is problematic, things that just don't feel right to you on the inside. Because another thing that you have to remember is that we are steeped in this programming that has been indoctrinating and grooming you since you were a child. Grooming you to be a servant, grooming you to put your happiness and your pleasure aside, as well as on the other side, grooming them to be domineering, grooming them to look at you as a commodity, to be traded like Pokemon cards, to not really care about you because they are wanting to impress other men with their prowess or their pull appeal or their game. This is how liars like Tyrese and Derek Jackson and how Shaquille O'Neal was able to sit up on that platform lying like that. This is how it goes down because we believe and we want to believe this fairy tale. Tell me your